Hey guys, Stewie here. I'm calling this episode 0 just because there are some technical kinks we still have to work out. Most notably, I'm using the wrong microphone in this video. I am not using my good quality Blue Yeti, and instead I'm using my pretty bad quality HyperX wireless headset. So in future episodes, my mic will sound a lot better, starting with the episode that's coming out 2 weeks from now. Not next week's episode, unfortunately, which is the Yes album by Yes. If anybody else notices anything that we can change, please let us know, because this is just the early start of this all. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Here comes episode 0. Woo!
Welcome to... what week is this? Welcome to week 34 of Album Club.
Jeez.
I know, right? I'm keeping track of the week numbers now.
When was the first one? Because we took that break, but without that break, we're almost at a year, I think.
Wow, that's crazy. Alright, anyway. Welcome to week 34 of Album Club. This week, we were listening to Mass Seduction by St. Vincent, which was my album choice. Let me open up my notes really quick.
I shit you not. I'm pretty sure this is like actually exactly a year.
Like from when we started, or 32 weeks?
No, like from when we started.
Wow.
Telling me 1 year ago we were talking about
1 year ago we were talking about Sky Hill.
Oh
my god, no way.
On September 30th of last year, I posted Dead on the Vine, which is my first album submission. And I think I did that on the day that we had club, I believe.
That's so funny, dude.
I could be wrong. Hold on. Maybe it's a tiny bit later. Oh no, it was on it. Hold on. Okay, it's next week Tuesday is 1 year.
Oh.
I used to post my notes. Remember my shitty
Yeah,
ass notes?
I do remember your notes.
Maybe I'll bring them back someday.
All right, well, hey, I'm gonna get started. So, Mass Seduction, St. Vincent. I enjoyed this album quite a bit. I thought it was really good. There was a lot of variety. You could hear a lot of St. Vincent sounds with like some very just like straight synth pop tracks, and then there was like a lot of like sort of prog rocky influences in the sounds. It was a very ADHD album in the same way that like Poppy combines a shit ton of genres into one song. So did St. Vincent on this project. Where there was like, I think it was Pills, I was like, whoa, there's just so many sounds happening. It sounds like a musical. It also has kind of like a dream poppy thing going on, but then it also has like synth pop, and it was all over the board, which I really liked. I like music like that a lot. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. You know, there's a lot of really good songs on here. Some that don't really stand out too much to me as anything. I thought the length was like pretty good. It didn't really overstay its welcome. There's definitely like a really dramatic shift in the album from the first half to the back half, where the first half had like so much energy, and the back half like really chilled down a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8.2. On to not Swoggles, on to Cam.
So I enjoyed everything on here. I'm still trying to figure out where I want to place this. I'm between like 7.5 and 8. Maybe we'll just call it 7.75 then.
7.75. All right. Do you have any
But
other
yeah,
words to say?
It was a solid. It was a solid experience. I mean, there are a few songs on here that I've heard and enjoyed, and like, I don't think there was anything on here that I didn't like. So, yeah, just solid.
Nice. I forgot to mention that the reason I chose this album and the reason that I discovered this album was because of BoJack Horseman. Like probably many people who have heard this album, because Los Angeles is in an episode of BoJack.
Really?
Yeah,
Ah,
Lost. It's
I
I think
didn't
it's
know that.
I want
I
to say
had
it's
no
season
idea.
3, episode 1.
It's Los Angeles, but yeah.
That's
keep going.
exactly what I fucking said, Swoggles.
That
Shut your
is
whore
what he
mouth
You
and
said
said.
listen to the
Angeles.
album.
You
No,
fucking-
I said
It's not
ageless.
ageless.
Did you? All right. Well, I'm
Yes.
fucking cracked then. Sorry, I'm listening to the album right now. A little distracted.
You gotta respect that.
No respect given. Zero respect. But yeah, it's in the season opener for season 3, I believe, when he is Filbert, and it's like there's a scene in the. You know what? I don't need to explain the whole thing. You've all seen BoJack.
It's a great show.
Great show.
I think you're lying. I think you made this up.
Go watch it. It's on Netflix, man. Like what the hell? Go watch season 3, episode 1. It's literally the intro sequence.
We'll see about that.
It's the intro, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll let you know when I
about
get
that.
there because I'll recognize it if
Yeah.
it isn't BoJack.
It's like there's like a part. It's the opening scene of Filbert, and like there's a party at his house, and there's like the synchronized swimmers, and Los Angeles is playing, and then he's like, "There's nothing lonelier than a party." Yeah, you've all
Wow.
seen it. You've all
You're really
seen
good at going in depth in these lies.
it.
Building this
Flash this
backstory
out.
for
all
us.
right. Simon, you're up.
I was really into this album like sophomore year, so I'm very familiar with it, and I think St. Vincent is really good. And this album's just pretty cool. I don't know. It's like it would have been so easy to play it safe on this album, but I feel like she takes a lot of risks that are pretty cool. I don't agree with all of them, but I think for the most part it really works out, and I think this album's pretty cool throughout. New York is literally one of the best songs ever made. Love that song so much. Spoiler for later. And overall, I'd give it a 7.6.
All right, thank you, Simon. On to Darin. He is muted. Darin,
He
you're
said he
muted.
had to poop.
Darren's pooping. Okay, we'll skip him. Ethan.
I just really enjoyed it. I think what Simon said about like the taking risks, I totally agree. Like there are a lot of different sounding songs in this, but like every one had its place and was enjoyable in its own way. I was gonna give it a 7, but I'll give it a 7.5.
7.5. Thank you, Ethan. Yeah, no, I super agree with that sentiment where it's like there were a lot of risks and not all of them were like I wasn't super hyped about all of them, but for the most part it didn't really miss. Like there was nothing where I was ever like, why is this? Yuck. You know, it never missed. I enjoyed the whole project. Okay, Justin.
Yeah. I feel like I've said this exact same sentence before, but it still is true for this. One of the strongest five tracks, like off the rip for an album. Like it had me super high on the album. Like coming at the end of Los Angeles, like I was feeling.
Swoggles.
Los Angeles.
Yell
Sorry.
at him. Yell at him,
Sorry,
Swoggles.
Los Angeles. Los Angeles.
What's
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
You're fine. You're
Los
fine.
Angeles.
Excuse me?
Mommy. Sorry. Mommy.
Please
But
never
yeah.
do it again, dude.
Mommy.
Sorry,
Um,
Mommy? Sorry.
Sorry. Mommy. Yeah, but like strongest, like one. The fact that I said this sentence so many times means that it's not true because that means there's so many strong ones. But like the first 5 songs on this album I love so much. Super high energy, but not like just pushing it down your throat. It like she did it the right way, or they did it. I don't know if they're a band or not.
It's just St. Vincent. It's just her.
Yeah, it is just St. Vincent. Okay. Yeah, she does it pop really well with like the upbeat, all the synths, like not overbearing at all, just super well made. And just me personally, I'm not a huge fan of slow stuff. And that kind of drags me down in a couple songs, but I definitely get the vibe, and it's still good music. Like they don't detract anything, but they just don't keep the same pace that I was expecting throughout the album.
I think the middle of the album's the best part.
Yeah, I know, but I think that just comes down to like preference because
Yeah.
I mean, obviously
I get what
but
Justin's saying because I kind of agree personally.
it definitely
like,
slows down
yeah.
in the mid and late half of the album.
I can
and
look
that-
at. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, if we built out the whole album like the front half, I'd love it, and if you built out the whole album like the back half, I'd probably say it's super mid. But overall, that still means that I really like the album. Does a lot of cool things with like you said, Pills just goes all over the place, man, and really keeps you engaged the whole time. Do I have anything else to say? No, I think that's basically my whole sentiment. I give it an 8.5 because the first 5 songs are just so good.
I accidentally typed a 7. 8.5. All right, thank you, Justin.
Yeah, like this was like strong, like 9.8, like 10 territory with the first 5 songs. Not gonna lie, like I love the first 5 songs.
Yeah, I agree with your sentiment where I think the front half's better than the back half, but that's also because of my personal preference. Like I can appreciate everything that's going on in the slow songs, and I still enjoyed it, but like I'm not gonna go out of my way to listen to those where I will like pretty much all 5 of the first 5, like you said.
Yeah.
That's so weird to me because, in my opinion, Los Angeles to Young Lover is just such an unreal good stretch.
I find it interesting because when I was telling Jenna about this album, she's like, "Yeah, I only ever listen to the back half," and she wanted me
Really?
to ask you guys why the first half is so meh.
Wow, that's see, that's crazy to me that anybody could think the first half's meh. Like I don't think the back half's meh. I think it's really good. It's just not my preferred music to listen to.
Yeah, I also kind of felt that.
I think it goes really good, great, good.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think that like the front 5, like Justin said, like the fact especially that the front 5 ends with Sugar Boy into Los Angeles, like that blew my mind. I was so high on this album at that part.
I completely agree.
Okay, Darin, you still need to.
Wait, I do have one
ahead.
thing to say. I think this is the first Stewie album I've given a good rating to.
Let's go.
I think so too.
I'm usually pretty polarized on them.
Yeah, Simon is very polarized. Aphex and Swans.
Aphex and Swans.
Polarized
And wait, and
doesn't really
Simon
matter, I mean.
Simon didn't hate Just Got Back from the Discomfort either.
I give it a good rating.
Yeah,
It's
Simon
not
give
great,
it like
but
you
good.
give it like a 6 something.
Look,
Yeah.
I wasn't here for the To Be Kind Day, but holy shit, that was a good album.
Yeah, Swoggles knows.
No way.
Swoggles has taste.
I loved it.
Swoggles,
That
come on.
was
Swoggles has
the
taste.
worst album.
I gave it like north
To this
of an
day,
8.
worst thing I've
I
heard.
like very. It's like one of the few. It's like one of the few albums that I actually like put the full album on and just chill with for a bit.
Yeah, I do
I
that
would
too a lot.
genuinely, like by myself, I would much more enjoy Run with the Hunted. It's pure music.
Wow.
That's insanity, dude.
Run with the Hunted.
It's
oh
so
my
No,
bad.
I actually agree.
Why are we
I
talking about
actually
this
agree.
fucking album again?
Dude, how does it always come back?
It's because it's the bar for awful. It's just like
Like when I think of that album, that's what I
fine.
think.
We need to have another session of just listening to the songs and trying to come up with the name of them again. That was so much fun, but like I do not remember. I don't remember. Like it's been long enough where I don't remember the things anymore. Like the
I
names of the songs.
actually do like one of the songs on Run with the Hunted is actually like I kind of like Storm of September. I actually like, listen to every now and then.
That's crazy. It's
Dude,
still
not
awful.
Not the Rainforest
It's on my
Cafe.
playlist. It comes on, and I'm like, oh my god. it's
Because
such a
you know
good
why?
song.
Because the first half is good, and then he starts singing.
It's still mixed really bad
First time it came
though.
on Triple Play, I'd forgotten what it was, and I was like, dang, this is kind of good. And then he starts singing, and I was like, what the fuck? I'm in Sky Hill. Oh my god, this is horrible.
Yo, week 100, we listened to Run with the Hunted
Yeah,
again.
actually, can
I'm
we?
so down.
Actually, that sounds so much fun.
Week 100. Oh god. All right.
Can we even like expedite that? Just do it at the end of this rotation. Have a bonus album.
We can't do
We
Run with
listen
the
to it
Hunted.
at
It's
the end
too
of every
soon.
rotation.
It's too soon. No, we
Yeah.
can't do that. No,
Really go back
no
to our
way.
roots.
I think we got it. It's got to be special, man. If we keep doing
I
it,
think
it
that
won't be
revisiting
special.
some albums would be good though.
I agree.
Ooh.
Speaking of
Yeah,
which,
there's
okay, a
some
little
that my
side-
opinions have changed like a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
Yo,
But
a
side tangent,
revisit rotation that ends with Run
that's
with
what
the
I was
Hunted.
gonna say.
Yeah.
Either revisit or you have to pick an album from an artist that's already been chosen before.
I like
like
both of
Those are
those.
two good themes.
I think we could
Those
just
are
like
cool.
vote on albums that we want to revisit, and then like just do those. Like the top whatever amount.
Well, everybody just
Or we
picks
just
one
all
they want to
pick.
revisit. Yeah, everybody picks one. All right,
Dude,
all
I don't want to
right,
be
all
the
right.
guy to fucking pick Run with the Hunted.
Let's go.
We all just pick it.
Well, you all can't pick the same thing. It's everyone, like, if you pick it,
No,
you
it's a
put it.
blind pick.
It'll just be 1 week.
We just listen to Run with the Hunted 10 times in a row. All right, Darin, you talk about mass seduction.
Uh, Probably give it a 6. It was very much a Ben Folds situation for me, minus Rock in the Suburbs. I like thought it was objectively good music, but it just didn't. It did not hit the way that my personal favorite. Like if I were to compare it to like a song of a similar genre that I like, it just didn't hit in comparison. It's a similar situation with Ben Folds, so I'll call it a Ben Folds situation. Uh, Now, whoever said that their friend or whoever said that the first part of the album sucked, that was actually my favorite part. I lost interest in the second half. I thought the first 5 songs were the best.
Yeah.
Let's
I
go
think
front
we're
five.
no consensus here.
Yeah.
And after that, the slowing down really reminded me of Ben Folds. And I didn't like Ben Folds that much.
Gentlemen
So
like slower music.
that's a big reason why this is like a 6 and not maybe like a 7 or an 8, is because of how like drastically it slowed down. And as Stewie said, some of it sounded like musical music. And I hate musical music more than I hate country music. So
That's crazy.
so
Honestly, that's a big
unfortunately
take.
that's
Yeah, Darren, I got unfortunate news for you then.
No, no.
what
Week in Riverdale was a musical episode.
Let's go! No way!
you just want me to kill myself.
Oh my god.
Overall, like it was good, but it just wasn't my jam. Now I will say I wasn't expecting it to be so poppy. It kind of reminded me of Britney Spears a little bit at times,
That's an
which is
interesting
good.
take.
That is a take.
That's a take that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. God, you
It
make
doesn't,
music,
but-
you said? Crazy.
It sounds a little crazy, but that is one of the only pop musicians that I would willingly listen to. So
Only pop musician.
What the hell?
so that is the comparison. It sounded somewhat like that at some point in the first 5 songs.
Whatever you say, Darin.
And that's about all I got.
All right, did
It's
you
a
you did
6.
give it a score, right? Yeah, you gave it a 6. Okay, thank you, Darin. Reaping showed up. Look at you, Reaping.
Yay, reaping.
Yay.
Yeah, my bad. My internet was bugging out.
You're good.
Might be.
Good, you're good.
Okay.
What did you think about Mass Seduction?
I actually like it. Like about like what you were talking about, the poppy rhythm and shit. I do like that because lately I've been listening to like more pop, usually like this, and this has like different sounds and shit. Like I did like this kind of pop. I don't know. It's hard to describe it, but I did enjoy it though. It reminds me of like Banks a little bit, like the songs I showed you to. Like a little bit like that. So yeah, I do kind of like this kind of music. So I'll give it like a 7.5.
7.5. All right, this was one of the most universally agreed upon albums in club history, guys.
So
What's
look
the
at
standard
us.
deviation?
Is that everyone?
It hasn't updated it for me, Cam. Do I have to do the standard deviation, or does it like automatically do it?
I could plug it in, but if you
I'm
put in the box
really bad at
where
math,
the-
so I'm gonna let
All
you
right, you know-
change the statistics.
hold on,
I'll
go to
type
my
in the
computer.
scores. You put the statistics.
So is that everybody?
Yeah, that was everybody that's here.
All
Al
right, so I've
missed
listened
this
to
week.
about 4.5 songs. You want my take?
Give us your take on the
Oh,
first
this
four
is
and a half
interesting.
song.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just paused Los Ageless,
Great song.
which is fucking awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm about a minute and a half into it, and so far this album is fucking crazy good. Like it's fucking insane.
Yeah, no, it's a real banger.
Like,
My gut reaction, I finished listening to the album and I was like, fuck, I might give that a 9. Like,
No, like
That was just so
I'm feeling
good.
like mid 9s right now, just like mid 9 vibes off like the
Would
first.
it, like 3 years ago, I would have given that like a 9.5.
I don't know, man. I might be you 3 years ago. I haven't got through all the songs. I haven't even got through 5 of them, but.
I get the gist of it.
The only one I like that like didn't hit like the holy fuck mark was Masseduction.
yo, shouts out
was-
Swoggles for sharing the same sentiment I do on the first 5 songs.
It's good. No, it's fucking
Yeah,
good.
it's
like,
good, but it didn't like blow me away like the rest
like
of them.
low key. The other 4 are like 9.5 to 10 territory, and then that one's like
That's so weird because I think that's the second best song out of the first 5.
that's fair
That's
enough.
crazy.
I don't think it's bad at all.
Yeah, no, I
just
think it's great. It's very catchy.
it's like SS and versus S tier, like both
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
All right, let's go through.
Hey, whoa,
What, Swoggles? You're only halfway through the album.
yeah, but I still got shit to
You
say.
only get half the time. Sorry.
Alright.
First of all, I am not halfway through the album. Get that right. Second of all,
Not even halfway through the album.
Second of all, like there's a lot of different like noises and things going on, right? And it's like at times it can be really busy, but it's not at all a bad thing. It like gives you something that you enjoy in music to like latch onto, right? So like if like the vocals are there and you're like into that, you can listen to that and like focus on that while the other things just fill out the rest. Or you can go towards more like the fill of the sounds and like focus on that and like the depth of that while the rest is just fill, you know? And I feel like that these first 4.5 songs are really, really good at that. And I found that very interesting.
Nikki's review is that it's okay.
Thanks, Nikki.
Damn.
Okay.
Anyway, that's what to listen to.
Yeah, Swoggles, get back to listening. And now it's time for favorite tracks, and we will start with me. My favorite track is a tough call. It's a really tough call. I'm gonna say Los Angeles because it's just so good. But
It's a valid pick.
big shout out Sugar Boy. I really like Sugar Boy. That song is.
I'm not as high on Sugar Boy as you guys.
Sugar
are.
Boy had me like dancing during this call.
Same,
Off my head and shit.
dude.
It's fucking good.
It's so
It was
good.
good, but I don't know. It's not top tier.
For me, it's top tier. Okay, on to Cam. Favorite track.
Mine is an easy call, Los Angeles.
On to Simon.
New York.
Okay, on to Ethan.
Happy Birthday, Johnny.
Oh my God, fantastic pick, Ethan.
That's a really good song. Yeah, that one hits. It do be
Yeah.
hitting.
Why are there 3 of me?
What are you talking about? Why are there 3 of me?
I just
you mean?
Wanna make
realized
it
that.
4?
I saw
Oh
Simon
guys,
change
oh
his
god,
name.
please stop changing your names because it messes with the. If I ever end up editing these and do like a podcast type deal, it's gonna make it so much harder with all your moving pictures.
I realized
Like
it
podcast.
already tripped you up because you skipped me and went straight to Ethan.
Oh god,
Simon.
no! Stop moving your
Alright,
fucking
I put
pictures,
myself
man.
back separate.
my favorite is probably Los Angeles. I
Okay.
think that was
That's
probably
so good.
my favorite.
That's a great song, Darin. Good choice. On to Justin.
Your pick of the front 5, but probably Los Angeles or Mass Seduction. That's probably my top 2 out of the 5.
Cool. On to Reaping.
I like New York, but the same thing you guys said. Sugar Boy was a really good track.
Yeah, Sugar Boy. Sugar Boy seemed like it'd be right up your alley.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for favorite track. Now we're on to least
Yeah,
favorite
that's
track.
crazy. I really thought New York would get at least like 8 people. That's nuts to me.
I thought
Yeah, I
New
think
York
you
was
missed
really
someone.
good.
Me too.
Brother.
Swoggles,
That's too
you
slow
haven't
for me.
listened to the album.
Okay, but like I have some thoughts about the first 5 because Los Angeles is almost done now.
Well,
so.
guess what? We're talking about the whole album, Swoggles. So we'll get back to you in about 20 minutes. Get to it, nerd. All right, my
Hey, well-
least favorite track. Oh yeah. My least favorite track. I remember this distinctively. My least favorite track is Slow Disco because
That's a trash take.
there was no disco to be found, and I was upset by that.
That's very
Oh,
true. The
advertisement.
lack of disco did mess with me. I
Yeah.
was expecting something exciting.
I think the song's good, but like I was expecting like some sort of like heavy 80s influence with like some cool disco-y sounds, but like slowed down and more ballady. And I didn't get that. I just got a regular old ballad, and I was like, this was not
You
what I
didn't like
expected.
the name of the song? That-
I
did.
ex-
That's your
it's
reason?
it's my
Come out.
expectation for the song.
You're an asshole.
What do you mean?
I think that was very valid. You can't name a
Thank
song
you.
a disco and then none of it relates to disco.
Yeah, like not even a little bit.
Okay, happy birthday, Johnny. Who the fuck is Johnny? I don't know. Fuck
Well, she sings about him in the song, so he's
He
relevant to
doesn't
the
even sing the
title.
happy
What was the
birthday
song from a couple weeks ago where I was talking about the name for like 5 minutes straight?
Oh god, I don't
Whatever.
remember, but all right, least favorite track. Cam, go.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, when I listened to this, I know I liked everything, but like, I do not remember Young Lover, Dancing with a Ghost, or Slow Disco at all.
Dancing with a Ghost
Dancing
is
with
a
a Ghost
40-second
is just
interlude.
instrumental.
It's a 40-second interlude. It does. I don't count that as a song that can be your least
I
favorite.
am gonna count it and say that's my least favorite because I want more of it.
Okay, that's kind of a fair reasoning.
All right. Well, one of those.
Go with Slow Disco, Cam. We can be brothers.
All right, I'll go with Slow Disco.
Let's
You convinced me.
go, my boy.
So Disco's so pretty.
I mean,
Such
again,
a
I
trash
liked
take.
everything on here.
You're a
when I
trash
listened to
take,
it.
Simon. Yeah, sorry I have to pick a least favorite song on an album with songs I exclusively liked. Like, it happens, man. That one just wasn't my favorite. Fuck. All right, Ethan.
Young Lover.
All right, thank you. Darin.
Probably. Let me see. Fear the Future. That was the only one I explicitly noted in my brain as me disliking.
You guys
That's
are only
was-
picking ones that make
It
me
was
want to
very.
be.
It was very noisy. I was
That's
not a
fair.
fan of the weird noisiness of it. I don't know how to explain it. It just didn't hit at all. Like some, at least the other ones, like I could understand how they were good. I just really couldn't get how anyone would like that song.
Well, that's a crazy thought in essence. I don't understand how someone could like this because you have people in this call that like all kinds of shit that is just like the most insane things in the world. So you got to understand how people can like things.
No, I guess
I
everyone's
can't
wrong.
understand that. Other things, yes, like Taco Bell, I could get it, but like that song, no.
There's nothing in this world that I don't understand how people like it. There's just fucked up people, you know? Like me.
Yeah.
That's
Nah, I
not. That's
don't
not
understand
really
Taco
a. That's not a like
I
explanation. in
enjoy
any way.
swans and gex and everything in between, man. I like
Well, there's an explanation for enjoying 100 gex,
yeah, it's that it's
Swans
awesome.
is fucking good.
but
Yeah,
like
Swans is also fucking
Was
good.
Darin there for that week?
Yeah, was he?
I'm pretty sure I listened to one song of it because you guys kept talking about it, and it was absolute shit.
Listen to Look Out at Me.
Uh-huh.
That song.
Never mind.
About
Darren has
right.
great opinions.
All right, Justin, least favorite track.
Probably Smoking Section.
Ooh. I don't
Is
like
that
one.
or what?
I don't like that take. I like Smoking Section a lot. But it's
Yeah.
fair.
That's one of the better ones you could have picked, Justin. Thanks for not picking
Yeah.
one I passionately love.
All right, wait. Go.
Oh,
What's
come on,
what's your
got
second one? What's your second one? I want to know if Simon passionately loves it.
Oh, that's Slow Disco.
Yeah. Team
Well,
Slow
I-
Disco.
Honestly, after like going in retrospective, I think I was just so low on this album because it ends. It's not like it ends poorly because I still rate those songs about a 7, maybe like 6.5. But I don't know. The rest was so good, and then to end it with like 2 super mid tracks for me is like it just kind of like killed the vibe. I honestly could
that's
have gone
fair.
higher on my rating now that I'm thinking about it now, but
That's fair. That's fair. Thank you, Justin. On to Reaping. Least favorite track.
I'd say Slow Disco.
Let's
Because
go.
It just sounds way different from the other tracks, and I'm like, I don't know. It's a different vibe, and I wasn't feeling it with the whole spectrum of the album. So yeah, Slow Disco.
Yeah, good explanation. Let's go, Team Slow Disco. All right. Well, hey, that was Mass Seduction. Any closing thoughts?
Solid album.
Yeah, it's a really good
Solid
album.
album.
Swoggles, you'll find out just how solid it is in probably like 15 more minutes.
I'm halfway through Savior, so
This was one of the better Alex music
Better-
choices.
better
that
this
I
is,
would
according
have-
probably, this is
you.
like one of the best songs to listen to. I think.
I agree. It's definitely one of the better ones. It's probably like top 10 we've
Mhm.
done in the club, in my opinion.
Yeah.
This is tied for I think the third most agreed consensus on scores.
Let's go. What are the other ones?
The first is Rush with a 0.59 standard deviation.
Yup,
yeah, Rush.
yup.
Everyone like said like
Everyone
5 or
gave it like a
6.
6. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
remember
like-
that.
Decent, likable.
Yeah.
And then was it Kiss My Super Bowl Ring, 0.73.
Oh, let's go.
That album's
It's
really
missing a
grown
lot
on
of
me in the last few
scores.
weeks.
Yeah,
I
that
actually
that
really
album
like it
also. It was
even
the
more now.
last one in the rotation, and this was before we had an attendance policy, and no one was showing up or saying why. So I just said, "Fuck it, let's start the next rotation," and just I'm not finding what people's scores on this. I said, let's
Yeah,
just
then
keep going.
it's tied with Japanese Breakfast with 0.79.
Hmm.
That album is also really grown on me,
Great album.
even though I already loved it.
Yeah, that is a great album. All right, yeah, those are all good picks for standard deviation. I almost feel like the best albums in this club that we've listened to are the ones that have the lowest standard deviation. Because it's just like
No, but
agreed
you can't
upon.
have some like super controversial albums in there.
Yeah, I think
No.
Aphex Twin was one of the best albums we listened to.
I mean, yeah, in my
I
opinion,
disagree.
To Be Kind is one of the best albums we listened to.
I agree.
Ivan Ave just
I
made
think Run with the
moves.
Hunted.
I think
is
Aphex Twin is
honestly-
the only album where me and Stewie like drastically disagree.
Oh, you don't like Aphex Twin?
No, I don't. I think it's like kind of boring.
I mean, yeah, it's not meant
The
to
subtle
be,
progressions.
Like, it's subtle. It's a subtly progressing album. That's what
I
it
don't know,
is.
man. It feels like Baby's first garage band.
Not real. There's so much like ambience.
more
and-
subtle.
I kind of agree with Swoggles.
You guys are
Actually.
crackheads, dude. You guys are.
I think this
I-
might also be the third highest average in Album Club.
Let's go.
What's the
Third
second? I know
highest.
top is Purple Rain.
Kishibashi.
Oh, let's
Really?
go.
Kishibashi went
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Dude, Kishibashi
wait.
should be higher because my
And
one.
Model Soul. is
Mobile
high.
Soul is also there. This is I
Dude,
think this is
my
fourth.
151A rating is like 7.5. I would give that like a 9.5 now. It's grown on me so much.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of albums like that. Like Wild Party grew on me a lot.
Oh yeah, Wild Party grew on me a lot too.
There's more, but Japanese Breakfast grew on me a lot.
What did I give
I don't
Wild
know. I can go
Party?
through and find the others.
Oh my god, I
There's
gave
a
Wild
lot.
Party a 7.5. Actually, never mind.
I gave
That's
it a
pretty,
6.1.
pretty close to what
big.
I would give it nowadays. Oh, thank you for putting an asterisk next to Simon Zero for Gustav.
Yeah, I
Holds
did
the
not
Planets.
include that
Yeah,
in the average.
I didn't include it in my average either.
Wait, what?
You're
That
not
is my
allowed to give an
genuine
album a
opinion.
0 just because you have
Why
bad.
It's on a scale of 0 to 10 for me. I don't understand.
You have to give it.
If I could
at
have
least
gave
0.1.
that Brave Little Abacus album a 0, I would have.
Wait, which one was that? Sorry.
It was the Midwest emo.
No,
one.
no. He's talking about Gustav Holds the
Oh.
Planets. It
Gustav
was
Uh,
the
see,
classical one
that's-
that Justin picked.
That's infinitely better.
Gustav Holst.
Also,
That's pretty
technically,
good.
classical is the incorrect term for that.
What's the correct term?
I believe it's Baroque.
Hmm.
It's from
I
the Baroque
don't.
period.
I
somewhere
don't
around
think
there.
that. No, I don't. I just took a class on like music terminology last semester, and I'm pretty confident that's not
when
Baroque.
was it,
It-
made? It's all about when it
It's
was made.
certainly
It's
not.
not- it's not about
classical.
when it's
I know
made,
that
I
Swag.
thought it
much.
was
It is about when it's made. That's
1914 to
explicitly.
It
1917.
doesn't sound like Baroquean. It doesn't have like, I'm gonna get a nerd on you because Stewie's a music nerd. It doesn't
Hell
have like
yeah.
polyphonic tendencies, so like I wouldn't say that it's really
Factual.
Baroque.
It's
And
not
if it
Baroque.
is Baroque, it would be like, it sounds like late Baroque, early classical. If I had to like pinpoint it, just based-
Classical is old. That's older.
No, that
Baroque is
definitely-
older.
Yeah, Baroque's older.
Am I high?
No, you're right. I just took a class on this last semester. per
So
se.
lessons in 6th grade, but it stopped because I enjoyed it.
Good shit, Swoggles. Mine's already starting to fade. I could be wrong.
When was Baroque? Was Baroque 1600?
Earlier, 1600. It's in both.
All right, I
Okay.
gotta spin the
This was
fucking
written
wheel.
in
Now I can tell you it's
1914 to
not
17.
classical. That much I know.
Whatever. Put it in the old Google machine.
Okay, we have green, brown, gray. What is yours, Swoggles?
I don't remember. I really don't. Oh, yellow.
Isn't
Yellow.
Swoggles
Big Bird.
yellow?
Big Bird. Yeah.
All right, we're spinning the wheel. Who's ready? Next week's album
Stream.
club album will be.
Where's the stream?
I'm not streaming it. It's too much work. Will be
Huh?
Yes,
Rigged.
the Yes album. I'm sorry, Cam. Do you
The
want me to
Yes
restream? Do you want me to? Do you want me to
Oh,
stream it and
no.
race FinCam?
It's rigged in my favor.
Do you
It's not
want me-
authentic. We rigged it for me.
Why would I rig it for you?
Wait, are you telling me you
You
don't
just
want
want
don't
to
allow
be my friend.
I am a notorious not that crazy big fan on prog rock.
Stewie, I can't believe you would do this just to get closer to me.
Damn, they're seeing right through me. Shit. Okay, well that does it for this meeting. Thanks, guys. Woo!
Good meeting.
See you next
Good
week
meeting.
on the album club.
On the album club.
I